Hey, greetings, Junction City Today fans. I am your host, Craig Bielek, just like the words say right here. And today my guest is Brenna Gunderson. Brenna Gunderson is the, Director of Cancer Treatment Services and Women's Wellness at Ogden Regional Medical Center. Did I get that right?
You did.
I got that right. First time. And today we're here to talk about mammograms, breast cancer, cancer treatment services, all of those sorts of things, something you know a lot about.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Great. I don't know when you guys are going to be watching this. I don't know what month or whatever, but a lot of people associate breast cancer with October. And that's even National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is great. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, people also get breast cancer the other 11 months of the year, right?
That's true.
Right.
So if you did not get your mammogram in October,
right,
come and see us at Ogden Regional to get your mammogram scheduled.
Or get your mammogram somewhere.
Yes.
I mean, you obviously you'd like them to come to Ogden Regional, myself too. But the main health concern is you need a mammogram.
That's right.
First off, who needs a mammogram?
So the recommendation is anybody over 40 needs to get a screening mammogram annually. So a screening mammogram is when you don't necessarily have any symptoms that you're concerned about, but just an annual check and images. It's
like getting your car inspected.
Yes, exactly.
You're not taking it to the shop because there's something wrong.
Preventative.
Right.
Yes.
You're just taking it in there. So women over the age of 40.
That is true.
Okay.
And occasionally, if you've been directed by your doctor, if you know that you have a family history or have higher risk factors, that can be recommended for you as well. But as a general rule, over 40. Okay.
And so do you need to go to a doctor to come have a mammogram? Can you just pick up the phone and call Brenna and say, Brenna, I need a mammogram?
You can, yes. You don't need a physician order. You can self-refer. So anywhere that you're getting your mammogram or you have before, just give them a call and get your screening mammogram scheduled. It's that easy.
Just like that easy. So I have a confession. I've never actually had a mammogram, and I am over 40. But men can get breast cancer too, and we'll get to that in a moment. But walk me through the process. What's it like? I know a lot of women say, "Oh, mammogram," and
yeah.
I imagine like a lot of medical procedures, it's not a treat, but I mean, is it terrible? How does it work?
It's not. You'll come in, and of course, the staff we have is amazing, and anywhere you go, I'm sure they're very accommodating, but the mammogram itself only takes about 15 minutes, and they take 4 images of your breast, and they are generally women as well that have had mammograms themselves, so they're very cognizant of your comfort. They'll walk you through the process, let you know what's going on, and then that's all there really is to it. And we have a cool feature at Ogden Regional where we just got a new 3D mammo machine, and it's got what's called a smart curve paddle. So it's
smart curve.
Yeah, so it's contoured to be more comfortable for the patient as they get their tissue compressed. And we've actually gotten a lot of feedback from patients that it is more comfortable than just a regular mammogram. But
right. And then don't you also have like pillow kind of things? I don't know what they're called, like a mammogram pad or something like that.
Yeah, like a pad.
I guess sometimes the machine is cold, and that adds to a little bit of discomfort.
Yeah, it is. They are mildly uncomfortable, but they are fairly quick to get done. And really, in early prevention is the best chance that you have. So I think it's well worth the 10 minutes of discomfort. Of your time. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. And I think anybody who, unfortunately has been through breast cancer would probably tell you, yes, get your mammogram because you don't want to go through this. All right. So once you have the images, what happens to them next? First off, the patient goes home.
Yeah.
Lady goes home or has lunch with her friends or something like that. Whatever, picks up the grandkids, whatever. But then what happens to those images?
So we'll have a radiologist read the images, and it's a radiologist that is well practiced in reading breast images. They'll take a look at those. If additional images are needed, or there's anything that maybe they just need a little bit more tissue on one side, or there is something that's not clear, maybe a little bit suspicious, they'll have the patient come back for additional images.
The callback.
Yes.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I know people that have gotten the call back, and that is a little concerning. I mean, I went in to have this test, and I'm getting this call back. How concerned should you be if you get a call back?
It could definitely be a number of things. It doesn't mean that they absolutely found something that looks like cancer. I think our callback rate for all of the screening mammograms we do is only about 6% of the patients we actually call back in to get additional images. And then even of those, only a handful, maybe 8% are actually positive.
So a very small percentage.
So a very, very small number of patients actually come back with a positive biopsy.
Right. Right. So then we notify the patient, say, your mammogram came back okay, everything's good, see you next year.
That is right.
Right, right. And a lot of people use tricks to kind of remember when to book their mammogram, like they give it to themselves as a birthday present or on Valentine's Day
or every October.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, and there's another screening event we do in April that it's similar to October, but we just do another event in April where you can get a mammogram and a DEXA, and we give you a fun gift and lunch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so.
Wow. Well, that information will be on the website. Here, by the way, here is the website, ogdenregional.com. And you can look up the mammogram information there, cancer treatment images, or excuse me, cancer treatment information, all of that sort of thing. The Brenna is over. All right, so Brenna, let's get back to the process. Once in a while, it's cancerous. Then
unfortunately. We have a nurse navigator that really guides the patient through. So if it is, they'll call you back and the radiologist will sit down and meet with you with the nurse navigator and let you know the news. And from there, the nurse navigator will really guide you through setting up appointments, what to expect, and really help you just digest all the information that you get and guide you through the process, because it is overwhelming and it can be scary for sure. But she's there to really hold your hand and be as much or as little support as you need from her. Now,
if it is cancerous, if I understand it correctly, you have three options, and sometimes it's a combination of all three options. They are
surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation.
Right, and some people get a combination of all three.
That is true, just depending on the stage, lymph node involvement, various factors that are, will be specific to that patient. But one of those three, and so, but the good news is you can get all of those treatments done here locally in the community.
Okay, so you're not having to drive to Salt Lake City or somewhere else.
That is right, and everything that we have is very innovative, modern. We have medical oncologists that we work with that stay current on all of the latest treatment options. We have really great surgeons that we work with, and we have a cancer center at Ogden Regional that offers radiation therapy, and we have really top-of-the-line technology
that
and
cool
staff.
Tomotherapy machine. Yeah. Tomotherapy. Hey, I know this. Tomotherapy is a different way of delivering radiation treatment. You can speak to it better than I can. But
yeah, it is a really precise way to treat any cancer that allows us to deliver a high dose of radiation to the area that we need and really be able to spare the healthy tissue around it much more than some other treatments can.
Wow.
And we have a lot of other support services there too that you can always utilize should you have to come see us. We have dietary support, genetic counseling, we have a cancer rehab program, we have breast cancer support groups, really anything that you need to help
you through your journey.
To stay
that's awesome.
Feeling the best that you can considering what you're going through. So
that's awesome. And we are talking about breast cancer, but of course your cancer treatment services also can treat prostate cancer and throat cancer and everything.
Anything,
anything that's cancerous, right?
Yes.
All right, we're going to put that website on there one more time. And I made a joke about it, but I said, I haven't had a mammogram, but men can get breast cancer.
They can.
Yeah.
So typically we don't do screening mammograms necessarily for men, but if you have a family history of breast cancer and you know that, or if you've had a prior history yourself, if you feel anything suspicious or concerning, definitely go to your doctor.
Yeah.
Let them know what's going on, and they can help guide you from there.
Because it can happen to men. It happened to Peter Criss. Do you know who Peter Criss is?
I don't.
Brenna, you don't know Peter Criss? He's the original drummer for Kiss.
Oh.
You know the band Kiss?
I do.
Peter Criss had breast cancer. He's an advocate for that. You don't know, you didn't know that.
I didn't.
Where do we get these Kiss? Now, she's like, how would I know that? Why would I know that, Craig? Like only a music geek or something like that would know that. Well, you didn't tune in to hear about Peter Criss, but you did tune in to hear about breast cancer, why you should get your mammogram, what the process is. The fine points are, if you're over 40 and a woman,
yearly screenings.
Do you need a doctor's order?
You don't. You can just make an appointment and come in.
If you get called back, should you be scared?
No. The chances that it ends up not being cancer are much higher than it being cancer.
Okay. And if it is cancer?
We have all the support and things that you need here locally, and we have just everything.
We have everything.
And we give the best personalized care. And I mean, really, I think anybody in treating cancer patients or those that are unfortunate enough to have to go through it really are some of the most compassionate and caring people that you'll meet. So you will be in good hands.
You have a good crew.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. She's been a wonderful guest, despite Craig badgering her for not knowing who Peter Criss was. This is Brenna Gunderson, the Director of Cancer Services and Women's Wellness at Ogden Regional Medical Center. There's the website one more time. I'm sure that if you called up there, if you had questions, Brenna would be more than willing to chat with you. Yes. We'll have her on the show again. Until that time, I am Craig Bielik, your host with Junction City Today. And we're glad you joined us. I hope you got a lot out of this. Especially I hope you know who Peter Criss is now.